Hello everyone, this is Orlando from A Collector's Dream. And today, first of all, I just want to thank everyone for all the kind comments and just the kind words that I've received during the National, after the National. I truly, truly, really appreciate it. Thank you everyone. It's something that I really, I never expected. You know, I started this channel just to show my collection, kind of document what I had, and you know, you can go back and take a look at some of those things. But what I want to do today is I would just want to show some things that I've picked up, the rest of the stuff from the National, basically just the promos and stuff that I got from the National. I'm going to go ahead and open up some of these packs, see what's in there. And also went to International Trading Card Day, and I got this little pack. So I'm going to go ahead and open that up. So I'm going to open that pack. I got this, and this at the National. So, but before that, talking about comments from my subscribers and friends, when I showed this card, which was, let me see, okay, try to get a good view without that glare. George 80 card, or a D, or I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It was an 1894 Mayo Cup plug, and he was a Yale football player back in those days. So I picked up that card at the National, and it was graded authentic. I took a good look at it with the loop and stuff and the black light. Didn't really show that there was like color added, but it does show that there's missing paper here and over here and over here. You can take a look at that. Just like chipped out right off. But I thought it could have been recolored. I looked at the back here and I ran the black light on there. And no, it looks like it's just something got stripped right off or something off of that. Because it's still a black back, but it didn't really show any coloring. But anyways, graded authentic, and it is the right size. But the main thing that I wanted to show about this is that one of my commenters said, I think it was Mark, said that George 80 is a Hall of Famer, and he's in the Tennis Hall of Fame, and I didn't realize that. So that's a Hall of Fame tennis player card that I picked up when he was in college at Yale. And I didn't know that he's in the Tennis Hall of Fame. And that's the 1894 Mayo Cup plug, George 80. So I wanted to just share that. Thanks a lot for letting me know that. And the other things, yesterday at the, before that, I'm gonna go ahead and stick my big pickup from the National, just kind of get him in view here. That's Martinez Digo, and it's pronounced, the H really in Spanish, you don't pronounce it, so his name is really, in Spanish, Digo, you don't pronounce the H, but it's Martinez Digo is how it's pronounced here. And so at the show yesterday that I went to Fort Lauderdale, it was pretty busy. And then I went early and I hung around until a little bit later on, until about probably 2 o'clock. And, you know, there was some deals going on there. I did see one YouTuber there, Roth Cards. So Roth was there doing a deal there, trying to do some trade. And I didn't have much money, so I did pick up something though. I picked up 3 more of these Caramelo Deportivos from 1945, 1946. And I picked these up from one of the dealers there that really one of the few that sells Cuban cards. And you'll see it in the video. He had a little stack of them. So I went through there. He had anywhere from $30 to $50 each. And that's probably, probably worth about that. But I picked up these 3 and I got them for about 25 bucks each. And the reason I picked up these is I try to look in the back and see kind of what their history is, and then he knows, everybody knows, some of the ones that played in the United States are worth a little bit more. So this guy, Avelino Canizares, he played for Havana, but he played in 1945 in Estados Unidos, he played in the United States. So a lot of these played in the Negro Leagues, the Negro League players. And this is basically says you get it in the candy, kind of an El Deportivo candy, distributed by the company, and that's the name of the company. It's called Felices, and that's Canizares, Avelino Canizares. That's card number 94 in the set. And this set, I think it's got 100 cards, and they were made to be put in the stickers, in a book of stickers. And then the other guy I got was this guy here, number 89. And the back says, his card number, Mario Diaz, he was a catcher, and that he jugó en los Estados Unidos. He played in the United States with Williamsport. And again, same information in the back about the where you get it from. And some of these, I found that it's very light. Some it's very dark in the back. My Hegel is light. I looked back to see if there was any paper loss, and there is no paper loss on the Hegel card, but it is just one of the that's light. See, this one's a lot darker. And I'll show you the other two that I got there. So this is Shiflin Clark, outfielder. He played in 1945 in the United States with the New York Cubans. So that's Clark, Shiflin Clark. He played with the New York Cubans. He's number 84. These are always going to be in rough shape. They're paper. I mean, not just paper thin. They're literally paper. And there are some American players here. This is one of the ones that I've shown this in the past, and that's number 47. And I got this one, Victor. I want to thank him. This is Dick Sisler. He also played, so it talks about him. It says he plays first base. He established a new record in the Cuban Championship. He hit 3 home runs in one day, because they played like a doubleheader there. It says the day before, in the Sayola Seca, he took over the right field fence. So that's Dick Sisler. A lot of American players played in Cuba, especially Negro Leaguers. All the Negro Leaguers played there. And the other guy I got is Pedro Medina. It's another guy here. This one's a light back, but it also says on here that he played, let's see, he played in 1945 in the United States with the Cincinnati Clowns. This guy played with the Cincinnati Clowns. So they all played in Negro Leagues and stuff like that. So these were my 3 pickups from the card show. And I wanted to share a little bit about Martin. Let me get Martin Diego here. A little bit about him, and there's a lot of articles that are written about him. I think there's one that I saw here, and just wanted to share a little bit here. And he was called the Immortal because he was really, many consider him the best player ever. He's the only player enshrined in 5 National Hall of Fames. He played in just many places and was the best player. He's in the, of course, here Hall of Fame here in the United States. He's in the Cuban Hall of Fame. He was in the Venezuelan Hall of Fame. He's in the Mexican Hall of Fame, and I think he's in another Hall of Fame. So he's 5 Hall of Fames. They also called him El Maestro, the master. And that's the back of his card here. It also says, this is a little lighter, but there's no paper loss actually. It just the back says he was an infielder, a pitcher and infielder. Played last year with Havana. And, this guy was one of the best ever. And I just want to show you a picture of him here so you can see. Here's him. He's the big guy. That's with Alejandro Ohms when he played in the New York Cubans. So that's him. He was a big guy. He started when he was just a teenager, and he was an incredible pitcher that people didn't realize. He played for so many different teams in the United States. Played for the New York Cubans and many other teams. He played, of course, in Cuba. He played in the Venezuelan and in the Mexican leagues. He was a legend over there too. And he was just an incredible player. Some of the things that players that went and played with him, like Johnny Mize, said he was the only guy I ever saw who could play all 9 positions, manage, run, and switch hit. And he played every position. He was like like similar to Babe Ruth and Ohtani and Orlando. You're kidding me? He couldn't have been that good. Yeah, the guy won 260 games, and some say that he was the best player ever as a pitcher. 260 games. One year he was 18-2 with a .90 ERA. And hitting, he lifetime average in all the leagues over 300. And just some incredible years that this guy had. And people really don't realize it. I'm going to try to do a better video on him. But he was just, incredible. There's a lot of players that said, here's one of the sportscasters here. Let me put Martin down a minute and just kind of let you look at him a little bit there. My big pickup for the National. I wanted to read this thing here. It says, sportscaster and former university professor John Cirillo said, he said, "My dad was born in 1912 and passed away in 1985. He saw Ruth, Garrick Fox, Johnson Feller, just to name a few. He once told me of a doubleheader he saw when the Negro Leaguers were barnstorming in the Northeast. He said he saw the greatest exhibition by one baseball player that day, Martin de Hegel." I get choked up reading this stuff here. Martin de Hegel played every position except catcher over the 2 games. Whenever anyone asked my dad who was the greatest player you ever saw, my dad, without hesitation, would say Martin de Hegel. And he faced off against Satchel Paige, and he beat Satchel Paige. In 1937, he was pitching in Mexico. He threw the first perfect game in Mexican League history. That season, he hit .351. In 1938, he had .387 to win the Mexican League batting title, and was 18-2 with a .90 ERA that season. Just incredible player. I read about this guy and I get emotional because, he according to many Negro League players, he was the best player that they ever saw. I'm looking for highlights. I'm looking for things about when he played, and just real tough to find any. But just one of the guys that when I showed it to my mom, she was born in Cuba way back in 20s. She says he was it. He was the number 1 star for the Cuban team. So I'll move on before I get all emotional about the Cuban players and think about my mom and stuff. And I'll show you some of the stuff that we got from the National, the grab bag. We got this, and Dylan said this is worth some money, so if it is, I'll put it on eBay. The rest of the stuff I'm gonna just kind of send it over to ComC, and a bunch of stuff I'm gonna send to ComC and just get that out of the way. So let's see, this I got at the National, and it shows it in the back here. It says National 2023. It's like a little Michael Jordan set, so let's check it out and see what it is in here. So it's VIP Prominence Cuts. There he is. Here's the other one. It's just Michael Jordan with no uniform. But it's like a set, I guess. This is probably the better one, I would imagine. So it's a set of 5. Some highlight cards of Michael Jordan. So that's gonna go on to ComC. And the other stuff was this thing here, probably gonna go to ComC here. I wanna see if that's selling on eBay. Get a little money from eBay, see what that is. Then we got this pack of cards with the Bryce Young, and this is the Bryce Young. Should have just sold that off to some of the kids, traded that. So let's see here. This is the Panini, giving these out. Let's see if I got anything good on this. Bryce Young, C.T. Stroud, Will Lewis. There are rookie cards here. Anthony Richardson, John Robertson, Jamar Gibbs, Jackson OK, Johnston, Hendon Hooker, Will Anderson Jr. So it looks like probably the same cards I gave everybody, just a bunch of, yeah, it's a whole set here. N1 to N10, okay. So we'll see what we'll do with that. And the last thing that I got here was, this was the pack that I got from the International Trading Card Day. I went to AA Mint Cards, see what's going on over there. It was International Trading Card Day. He gave me this little pack. Let's see what's in there. So just thanks everyone for watching my videos. Really appreciate it. Try to do some card show videos. Oh man, this is a pain in the butt here. I can't open it. A lot of stuff that I can do, and I'm hoping sometime this week I'm going to get my cards back from SGC that I dropped off at the National. So I'll do a reveal on that when I get that. Let's see what we got here. We got Juan Soto. So he knows me, the guy there. He gave me one with Juan Soto in the front. Let's see what it looked like in the back. Oh yeah, National Trading Card Day. So they do have number, this is number 23. So that's Juan Soto. I got Sandy, that's good. I like the Marlins, so I got Sandy Alcantara. I don't know if there's a difference here color-wise, but we'll see. Michael Harris, Jordan Walker. Oh yes, I got the Shohei. I got Shohei. All right, I got the Shohei. At least I got that, and I got the Soto, so I'm good with that. Probably hold on to that one. And this is something about the collecting. Anybody want to do that? They can do it. I'm not doing that, whatever that is. Follow the action, post your pulls. Well, I got the Shohei and I got the Soto. I did good with that little pack. So thanks everyone. Thanks for watching my videos. It's Orlando from A Collector's Dream. Truly appreciate it. And I'll catch you on the next one. Have an awesome, awesome day. Thanks for watching.